going, bro?
Yeah, man. We super lit right now.
Microphone check. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an episode of Point Proven. I go by the name of Rello, that's R-E-L-L-O.
4 times the genius, man. Forerunner.com. What's going on with it?
Hey, we got a special guest in the building. We got one of the coldest men behind the keyboard. We got one of the most laid-back, real, hard-working men that Wichita has.
Yeah.
He has the brand Make Believe. I call it McLovin. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you the one and only Blake Edwards Sr.
Blake Edwards Sr. Okay.
Yeah, I had to hit him with a senior because shoot. I forgot I had a senior. Bro, how's everything going, man?
Everything is Gucci.
Everything. I see you got the clothes on, everything.
Yeah, these little prototypes, little rare joints.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I like that.
What you been working on so far?
Looks like everything.
Yeah. A little bit of everything. Main focus as of lately, it's a couple like VR shopping experiences, VR pop-up stuff like that, some visuals. On the low, trying to get this Yo Gotti, Trey Songz, and 2 Chainz joined together. So just working on a whole bunch of visuals, building up a brand for fall, winter. You know what I mean? And planning out Art Basel.
That's big. How did all this start? Because I mean, you have a style that you can't mimic, you can't copy it. It's like when I see your video and I see the 3D
and it's a lot of niggas trying to copy out there.
Yeah, and I see like literally you're like the first guy I've seen that made a video and you had the VR 360, like you can do all the way around. I was just like, this dude's crazy.
That's
with
crazy.
Shit. Like, how did all this begin for you?
How did it begin? It began way back on Black Planet.
Oh,
you know
shit. So hold on, so we going back to like 2002, 2003.
Everything. It started way back in Black Planet.
And I was just telling somebody.
Y'all went outside for Black Planet.
There's no reason why. If you had a Black Planet page, you should be able to create your own website right now.
For real. HTML file.
We was getting it, bro. Had colors flashing, had the music playing, and all that.
I forgot all about Black Planet.
You can never forget about Black Planet.
People
you can never forget about Black
people
Planet.
instantly like talk about like when they start off on
MySpace and then Facebook.
Yeah, it's like that's
they
the
leaked out Black Planet.
Yeah,
you already know why. You already know why, man. Look, Black Planet, man.
Yeah, everything.
They don't want to see that, man.
Stuff under the shit.
They don't want to see that.
Everybody had the craziest names on Black Planet though. You had Coco, Shawty 2 Grimy,
Shawty 2 Grimy 86.
Everything.
Big Foul with the bullet wound.
Who was your Black Planet, bro?
I don't even remember.
Who was your Black
I
Planet?
was like Young Dynasty 03.
Young Dynasty?
Young Dynasty. I was a whole fan, man.
Okay. I thought you was creeping up on the XV. Put some royalty. Shout out.
He was stealing XB shit.
I even knew what XB was, man.
Hey, did you have a green backpack too?
Hold on. I got some motherfucker around here somewhere right now, man.
Shit.
Man, it was a good time, but I started doing graphic design back then, you know what I mean, and doing web design, and you know, so like that's pretty much where I got into it, and I just wanted to like do innovative stuff even back then, so I just started innovating. I came out with a brand, you know, like it was at 2013. It was Flappin' G's. It was with the Lion and the Lamb. I had a collab with
I remember that. Didn't you have shirts?
Yeah. It was like I did a collab with
I was gonna buy a shirt. I remember that.
You did a collab with who?
With Bad News.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a collab or whatever, and man, out of that collab, it was like it was a lion and a dragon together. It was basically like
that's tough.
It was, you know what I mean, the two cultures coming together. And yeah, man, I sold like 300 of them joints in a month, and that was when I seen that I could do that. It just opened up my mind and like,
so now you did 300 shirts in the city.
Yeah,
that's support. That's support right there, because I don't see too many people doing that, except for Smooth. Yo, shout out Smooth.
Man, shout out Smooth for real.
But I don't see too many people doing shit like that now.
Man, hand to hand.
That's how good the design was too, though. Because
facts.
If you have a great design on the shirt, people will rock with it.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that shirt, and I was like, yo, I gotta get one. I remember asking Bree like, yo, how I get one? She's like, oh, I'm gonna hit my man's up.
She had the custom too.
Shout out Bree, man.
Yeah, shout out Bree.
Bree, where you at, man?
Where are you at? I heard backstory. Nah. No, but man, she should be here. I remember I hit her with the custom though. She had like some little custom elbow patches and stuff. I was customizing all of my.
That's lit.
So you've been working hard.
I've been constantly working, and then man, for real, I went into depression for a while though. After the brand, you know what I mean? I went into depression for like a year or two. You know what I mean? I went into like real deep depression.
That's a nice stint. Not even a nice stint, a long stint.
A long stint, yeah. So, but in between times when I was going through depression, I started a blog, and you know what I mean. I was running in with that and connecting with a lot of artists, and like as I was building that up, I started to see a void. You know what I mean? Although we needed a platform for the Midwest and in Kansas, it was a void as far as like incubating the creatives, incubating the artists. Like I would get so many submissions and stuff, and it might be a good song or whatever, bad mix. Yeah. Get a video, you know what I mean? Bad edits, you know, or no merchandise to back the product. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. No expansion. It was just, you know, like that. So when I saw the void in my site crash when Vic Mensa got signed, I got a lot of traffic and wasn't ready for it. And site crash, and you know that kind of birthed Make Believe. What the intention behind Make Believe was that you know what I mean, if you put your intent into something or whatever, then you can make that a reality. You know what I mean? And it's also a place that we fragment all ideas from. You know what I mean? A make believe space, a dark space where everything comes to life. You know?
I like it.
That's dope. That's dope. So how long has Make Believe been basically running? As far as with the new name, and basically it's like a rebranding almost in a way. So how long has that been going for?
I would say I kind of seen the formula coming together about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. That's when I like saw the formula, but I actually started really formulating it last year. You know, and that's when I started the collective side of it, because it went from me as disconnecting myself and wanting to be a connector piece in between artists and other creatives and taking my face away into building a collective, you know what I mean, and seeing the gifts that everybody has together and amalgamizing that together to materialize something.
Man, I'm glad you said that, because for the longest I didn't know what Blake Edwards looked like.
Yeah,
I had no clue like what this man looked like, because if you went to his page,
you see pictures of everybody.
It would be pictures of his videos. So like it would be a picture of like, what's that? It's like a mouse or whatever with like a big ass head or whatever and shit. Like you would see like that, or you would see like the Make Believe, and I saw like the globe or something underneath it and stuff.
Like it's the connectivity.
Yeah, and I was just like, what does this cat look like? And bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not know what you looked like until the T Grizzly concert.
For real?
And bro walked up to me and was like, what up? And I looked at you and I saw the shirt and I was like, this is fucking Blake. I was like, I don't know how. I was like, thank God. I was like, I don't know how this connect happened, but I was like, yo, this was meant to be.
Hey, it was meant to be.
I was like,
it was Make Believe.
Yes. You ain't used it. That's dope. All right.
Just how'd you feel about the concert?
I liked it. I felt like
keep it real, cause I saw the look up.
Yeah. I felt like that the engagement could have been a little bit better. Also, that it just could have been it could have been more engagement or targeted towards different markets or whatever. But I mean, that's kind of, Wichita is kind of finicky in itself in our market. Yeah. As far as the locals that opened up, I feel like they did their thing. I seen a lot of engagement from Plainview. I seen a lot of engagement from Plainview. Even more reaction in his performance than I seen in T Grizzlies, honestly.
Man,
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
That
That's
was
a fact.
that concert.
Big Sam and AD Cole.
Yeah, for sure. AD Cole did his thing.
Yeah.
Big Sam
Yeah.
was all over the stage presence
Reach
out
out
of
into the crowd and everything,
stage
shaking
presence
hands,
out of
whatever.
the world.
Big
They
Sam
had-
with the selfie at the end, that
Man,
shit was
fire.
epic. Is
Yeah.
selfie still a thing? That shit was epic.
No, your old ass no.
Nigga take selfies all the time.
That's right, the first selfie that came out right. Big Sam's old to the point he's that one when he pull out the phone, it's that, you know, when you try to take a picture, it's on Facebook. I hate when you open up your phone and catch the and you see the pictures, that's what fix your face, look at all this. Man.
But yeah, then I feel like they did their thing.
Plainview, I feel like that show was kind of like showing that Plainview has a voice out here. Like it was.
I was surprised that it was some people in the crowd who didn't know who Plainview was. I was shocked at that.
That's crazy. What I did notice about the show, and we were up on stage, and there was a point where like I heard that T Grizzly was coming out, so I like looped around. There was a lot of people just chilling in the hall at the show. Like y'all paid $20 to $40.
Were they chilling out there waiting on T Grizzly to come out?
No,
Or
like they was posted up. Like you remember where like me and Four Times walked in. Remember when we first walked in and Plainview was like right by the door?
Yeah.
There was people just posted up, chilling over there, and like the show's going on, and y'all just like out here chilling. Like, man, what's
maybe it was Entourage or something. You know, that might have been T Grizzly Entourage.
Hey, there was a lot of networking going on in that show. There was a lot of networking.
I've met a lot of people that know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things that's going on with you, but I want to get to like the nitty gritty. I want to get to the bullshit.
Let's see.
I want to get to bullshit. What's some of the bullshit that you see, go through, or experience in your career or in your field of business? Like what's some of the negative that you just like, I can't believe I gotta deal with this shit from time to time?
It's three things. I say one being lack of support still. Two being people stealing, you know, concepts, ideas, and three, just a disconnection of like I'm constantly the person that reaches out to people to build, and like even this I've been here for
that's rare.
I've been here for like 3 weeks, and I've literally tried to build with everybody or reached out to everybody, and if I hadn't reached out before. And I feel like that we have a disconnect in people that want to come together to really incubate something that's bigger than a local level, but to put something on the industrial stage, an industry stage, or you know what I mean, a national level. That's one thing that I feel like that really messes with me about Wichita, and one of the reasons why I feel like I have to go and try to build bridges elsewhere to, you know, like pull people up out of here.
What do you think is the cause of that? Do you think it's like a crabs in a barrel?
That's exactly what I think it is. Okay. I think it's everybody is in competition, but who are you in competition with when none of us are really on that level yet? Yeah. You know, so how could we be in competition? We need to be connecting together and trying to figure out where are we all lacking? Because if I'm weak at one point and you strong at one point, we come together and we strong together. So like I feel like that's really a big disconnect in Wichita, because why are we going against each other?
Yeah, like because there's a lot of people out here that they feel like they're already on a bigger platform, and my thing is, if we're all in Wichita still, then nobody got a platform we're all on the same level. Like we're all still trying to do the exact same thing. We're still out here all trying to break records. We're out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that clothing line, you know, shown, or get that spotlight. You know, we're out here trying to make videos. They get those views and stuff like that. But people say they want to support, but it's like there's sometimes with the support, like when you just said, like, as far as like you getting support, I feel like a nigga would be stupid not to support you at this point right now, because you have a lot that you can do. Like your card is sitting in fucking the space station. Like you know what I mean? Like you're out here. Like you out here working, and not only are you out here working, but you doing dope shit. Like it don't make sense sometimes at how some of these people like think on certain stuff.
I think it may be a lack of vision of seeing something beyond Wichita, being that we have a lack of people that have made it out of here, and then for the ones that have made it out of here, and I really don't see too many reaching back and really trying to and still like galvanize a culture here. You know what I mean? Like because we do have a couple people that made it out of here. You know what I mean? And but as far as galvanizing, and that has to set the foundation or basis to show like that. Even you can get out of here or whatever, but even when you get out of here, like you still have to, you know what I mean? Like
that's when the work pick up.
Yeah,
that's when that shit doubles. And I don't think people understand that either. That like people assume they be like, oh, this person made it out of the city, so they're like, oh, this person could help me if they really wanted to. No, what they don't understand is, that cat might have just moved to Dallas, Texas, or something.
Big Wichita to small Atlanta.
They might have just moved to Dallas or something like that, but they don't understand that once they get out there, they got to work 10 times as hard than what they were doing in the city.
Right.
They're still trying to get a name for themselves out there. Like, shoot, it's nothing for me to be like, okay, I can send your music to whoever I want to, but shit, I'm trying to make sure my name is in their ear, just like, you know what I'm saying, your name is.
Right.
Like,
that's what collaboration inspires too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like collaborative efforts, because you can have both of your names together. Going to a platform or whatever. I think I feel like it's no reason for us to still be in the same boat, besides us not being supported on a level of wealth distribution. You know what I mean? And when I say wealth distribution, I'm saying like the officials that are saying like this is going into development here or development here, rather than investing in retainment in our talents or creatives that are here. You know what I mean? And that's I think if we have funding, we might have a space to where we could all come together and build. But that's not really backed or supported. So that may be a reason why. Being we don't have where do we meet up at? You know what I mean? To collaborate or to nothing is conducive to building. Yeah. Nothing is conducive to building. So I feel like that may be one reason. You know, but
because it's like down in Georgia or down in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like there'll be certain studios. You know what I'm saying? Like artist grounds down there. And artists be in that studio, and all of a sudden, like next thing you know, like okay, Young Thug will be the.
Look, I've watched interns get signed, bro. I've watched interns get signed by Young Thug, Black Youngster,
Moneybagg,
Rollo. Man, yo, it's popping down there, man. It's popping down there, and it's all happening in the studios.
Yeah. Man, Peso, what you think it is, man?
Man,
shout out Peso, you know what I mean? Go ahead and make you look. We got the young man behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But Peso, man, what you think it is that, you know, is keeping the city from coming together? Basically, like why do you think that everyone's in like competition with one another?
Everybody hates each other. Everybody hates each other. That's final. I mean, everybody has their cliques, and everybody wants to see their friends win over somebody else.
And there's even jealousy inside the cliques.
Yeah, and then it's like they're better. Even you can just say that somebody else has better music than your friend. It's all right.
Yeah.
But if you're not gonna admit that, and you're just gonna stick with your friend who's not gonna ever progress and always be shitty, I mean, what are you doing? You're just gonna stick with shit forever.
The honesty is not always there.
Yeah.
The honesty is not always there.
You just gotta be honest.
It's real tough for a motherfucker to sit there and acknowledge and realize, like, damn, my homeboy is better than me. Yeah. Like, we need to push him. You know what I'm saying? We can push him, you know what I'm saying? And I can get on the features. I can start learning about behind the scenes production and everything like that. But people assume they instantly off the bat, like, yo, I want to be the MC. I want to be the leader.
For instance, who's having to be a PR now? Tell me three PRs in Wichita.
And you know what? I was thinking about that the other day. There is none.
Tell me three PRs in Wichita.
None.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
None. You wanna know who would be perfect for it though?
Who?
There's one person I can think of. Bree.
Bree.
Shout out Bree. Pull up and let's talk.
Yeah, I think she would be.
I think that she would be perfect for it. But like, you know, like that's something that's not happening, and that's something that you're seeing in Atlanta. right now. You're seeing that shit in LA. You're seeing that in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, the formula.
There's nothing going on here right now.
Right.
I mean, like, all right, like it's like if you get a beat from SE Trill,
mm-hmm.
if you get your song mixed by Craig,
mm-hmm.
and if you get your video from Hit King, then those are
That's the package.
Those are the certified bangers. But how are you going to go to
maximize
to promote this?
Right.
Like it's like there's like nobody on that.
While it's still a lack of people that even want to build, I've reached out to a lot of people like, okay, we can do this. You know what I mean? We can contact these people, get it on Elevator. We can do this. We can go this route, get it on the Starry. You know what I mean? We can also, you know, like
he's giving you the breakdown. He's like, what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like options. How did the Dash video happen?
Oh, the Dash video,
super hard.
It was actually shot. You know, me and Kid, we've been in the works forever for like two
Shout out to Plainview.
3 years.
Facts.
Like that's my brother. When I was in depression, he would, you know what I mean, hit me up like, bro, you gotta pull up. You know what I mean? Like,
Plainview seems like he would be good for that.
Yeah, definitely. He was when I was down. Plainview was definitely, you know what I mean, checking on me in there and stuff.
That's
so
right.
that was long in the works. We still have a lot to do. You know what I mean? We probably supposed to be meeting up tonight right now, but
I'm sorry, Plainview.
You gotta hold on for another
you're not waiting for another hour. Sorry, player.
But it came together. He you know what I mean. He went out to Dallas or whatever, you know what I mean, and shot it. And he was looking like for a certain way of capturing the entertainment. You know what I mean, like because Plainview as a character, very entertaining. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's a lot of editors or directors or videographers or whatever that's really capturing his character like that. You know.
I don't see it.
And I feel like that
Dash was the first video where I looked because I didn't know Plainview when like Ramen Noodles came out, Ramen Noodles #2 and all that. I didn't know him. I just have built a relationship with him in the last couple months.
Right.
And when I saw the Dash video, I was like, this is Plainview.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying, the Dash, you know, going flipping and everything, him go running through the hallway and the graphics just like junk. I was just
my brother Glasshead, part of Make Believe, the collective, he did most of the editing on that video. If not, I think he edited most of it. But yeah, that's you know, and man, we got some stuff in the works too. But
there's a lot of shit in the works.
Yeah, it is. But man, that I feel like that needs to be captured in him. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know what I mean? That's my brother. Like I see so much potential in
Plainview is a character in it, and I don't even want to use characters. I feel like it might be like disrespectful, but like his personality, like people like see Plainview and they be like, oh, because he's laid back, he's real chill as hell. But then like when you like start talking to him and shit like that,
he opens up.
He's cool.
He's a genuine person. One of the most genuine.
We had fun with him on that podcast episode.
Man, that was good.
Pull up, man.
Man, that was the one person that and exclude you because my apologies, I was waiting on it. Usually the day before I send a list of questions that I'm gonna ask the person in the interview.
Okay.
And Plainview was the first and only person that was like, I don't want no questions. Don't send me shit.
He wanted to be authentic as possible.
I want this shit authentic. I want everything to be off the top. And it's a good thing, but then also you have the moments where it's like, fuck. Like you were ready for that question.
From the start.
Yeah, so you like shit, but man, Plainview has one of those personalities, and he can run. He can run with it. He can run with it. I can't wait to see what he has coming up. I know he has a project dropping, and somebody just so happened, I believe, make the cover for that project.
Who made that cover?
I didn't make that cover.
You didn't make that cover?
I didn't make that cover.
No.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name.
So you didn't make it?
You talking about Dirty Laundry?
Yeah.
Dirty Laundry, I did make the cover. I started putting together a plan with.
I'm itching like a motherfucker
right now. But
you didn't make it?
No, I didn't.
You
make
sure?
It. I did.
You positive?
It looks similar to something that I would do collage style.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put that out there and I'm just gonna say it. There's a lot of shit going on that cover.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on that cover. As soon as he said I didn't make it, did you see my eyes?
Yeah. So now when you said that in confidence, like, no, I didn't make that.
I was like,
collage style wise, I didn't make that. you know, but. You know,
This black.
But I see.
You feel better now, huh?
What? You was cringy on there?
He asked me.
Let's get the truth.
Because I saw the cover. Shit, we on point proven. We tell the truth.
Keep it real, man. Keep it real. He had sent me the joint, and like he sends me everything that he makes, everything. So for all of y'all, yo, he sends them to me first, and I'm like, yeah, bro, that's a go. For that one, I was like, did you make this?
I said no.
He said, nah. I was like, okay. There's too much going on in it. It's dope, but it has too much.
I love the lettering. I love a lot of things.
The font really fits Plainview style.
Yeah, pen and pixel.
Yeah,
we were supposed to do a cover, for because like Camo Gang or whatever. We had a concept or whatever with that in the pen and pixel direction. I definitely see that matches his brand.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
definitely. I can't wait to see what Plainview has in store, what he has coming up. Now with Plainview,
he about to be out out of the country.
Yeah. He says he's dropping. I can't hold Plainview to that date. I'm not holding Plainview to that date.
Why not?
Because
when is the drop date?
It's
the end of the month, right?
In the August or something.
Somebody is dropping at the end of the month.
It's early August, ain't it? Ain't it like August 9th or something like that?
Maybe
7th?
Somebody's dropping at the end of this month, and then somebody's dropping at the beginning of August.
I think Plainview dropping at the beginning of August.
Look, there's a lot of great music coming out the city
before
right now.
You leave
Hopefully, I need that.
But Plainview is the type of person, and I haven't seen it yet, but I believe it. He'll love something. He's a creator. He'll love something, and then he'll be like, scrap shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I talked to him. I just can't remember his name. Final Fantasy, yeah.
Final Fantasy is one of them that cover.
Shout out Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I hollered at him and talked to him about some renditions and stuff.
Shout out to Peso for the
information. Oh, there you go. He's back.
I'm just hoping I'm on the album.
You did.
You got that one. Yeah, that one where we had he went to the, like carnival, whatever. What is that called?
Is that the one we heard?
I'm not sure if that's the one he heard. That's the one that we heard, but he just dropped like a short visual for that joint, right? But not even just dropped it, but like it was like a month or two old.
I made that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that shit's hard. Okay.
The city working, boy.
I'm getting what's going on out here right now, man. I'm very confident in what's going on.
Plainview, don't take that as me dissing you or saying that, yo, I hate your cover and like that. I love the cover. There's some things that...
Final Fantasy.
Bro, it's like Super Underground.
Yeah, Super Underground. On everything. It reminds me of the
old 2000 style.
That's what it is. That's what's up, though. I like that.
That's why I told you, like, it was aspects of it that's, like, very dope.
Yeah.
But, like, compared to what I've been seeing versus what you've been doing or whatnot, it's just, like, it didn't fit what you were doing, so that's how I knew that you didn't do it.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
that
wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. I'm a firm believer. I was having a conversation with someone that also does graphics and stuff, and he asked for some advice, and I told him straight up, I was like, just because you can do it, just because there's tons of things that you can do as far as graphic designs. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should just throw it on there.
Right.
Just because like you can do 5 different styles of something.
I mean, it's the same thing with making a beat.
Yeah, space
it's the exact same thing with making a beat.
It's design elements, you know what I mean? It's design principles as far as spacing and balance.
And layers. Layers and textures.
Yeah. Textures.
What's been the tough part on mastering your style? Your craft.
What is your style, first of all?
Well, my style is cyberspace, nostalgic, euphoric, and what else is it? It's mainly early digital. You know what I mean?
That's okay. See, when I look at your style, my thing, like I'll be like, yo, it's like a 3D old school futuristic.
Yeah, it's I call it postmodern futurism.
Yeah, because it's like not all of them, I'll take that back. A lot of your videos, they have like the older, you know what I'm saying, like the first introduction of like, you know what I'm saying, 3D or graphics and stuff, but then it's so much new shit in it Right. And you're just like, yo, this looks so futuristic.
Well,
like it reminds me of a Samurai Jack like cartoon episode.
Yeah. Man, we got a show. We're doing an Instagram TV show called Corrupted Files. Man,
I need to be on that.
Corrupted Files.
I need to be on that because this fucking computer got so many fucking corrupted files.
It's gonna be like 3D animations, also like meme culture, like meme videos and skits and stuff like that. And then the 3D animation will have voiceovers, and so it'll be like anywhere from like 8 to 10 minutes, you know. And then basically what we're trying to do is build a platform for more animators and creatives, you know what I mean, and use that to showcase, you know what I mean.
So it's just going to be coming out through Make Believe, right?
Yeah, and Ghost Supply as well.
Okay.
That's a brand that I work with.
Ghost Supply?
Ghost Supply.
Okay, Ghost, okay.
Yeah, it's a brand I work with. I do creative direction for Ghost Supply. It's a, dope brand. Definitely check them out. Ghost Supply.
That's dope.
They're based out of Wichita?
No, they're based out of Louisiana.
Okay. Oh, damn. So you're everywhere with it then?
Yeah, I work in Louisiana. I work closely in a space in Chicago. I'm a CTO up there for Congruent Space.
Shout out Congruent Space.
Congruent Space is the truth. That place right there is like the most innovative, interactive fashion and art space that I've seen.
You ever see anything in these other places, or just feel a certain energy in these other places that you want to bring back to Wichita?
Yes, definitely. When I was in Miami at Art Basel, I created and directed an event for Tory Lanez and Tory Lanez, Miriam Lupini, and then Levon Wright, which he's a dope painter and tattoo artist out of New York. I got a show with later in August in New York. Miriam Lupini, she's like a dope tattoo artist and painter as well. Have you ever seen the Big Sean face on Janae Aiko?
Yeah,
she did that. You know?
That's a clear, like that's Big Sean.
Cold.
That's
cold.
That's dope.
So when we did that event out in Art Basel, and I saw like how everybody was so inspired to connect. Like everybody was like, you know what I mean? Like I met up with like Ray Shermer's marketing team or whatever. And you know what I mean? And like we went to the Vice Bus or whatever. And you know what I mean? And it was like everybody was just there in the moment. You know what I mean? And like I wanted to bring that back here, being in the present moment, not being so cool. Being so cool that you can't interact, or being so or being so in the future that you're stressed.
Man, you better talk that talk.
You know,
man.
So
how did a brother catch himself in the same room as the team of Ray Schmurder? Like Ray Schmurder. I'm country as hell, bro.
Free
Schmurder, man.
Hey, he getting down in like a year and a half.
It's a little bit longer than
15 months.
Oh yeah?
Peso with the facts.
Peso, man.
Take this out route with the Google.
Hey, let's get it popping, man.
But yeah, just
we can
go. But yeah, man, just going out there on the limb for real, like
being active,
going out there, cause I really was.
Are you just pulling up, or
no? I got flew out there, cause I did that event for Tory Lanez, you know, so. I was out there the whole week, and I went out there sick. I was in the hospital the day before. You know what I mean? I was literally,
work gotta be done.
No excuses.
I was literally in the hospital the day before. At the event, they said, you know what I mean? Like Tory Lanez was asking, you know what I mean? Like who was directing the event and stuff. Where, you know what I mean? I was in the bathroom. I was sick. You know what I mean? I had a week prior. When I was in the hospital, I was in there for asthma. And then I had caught like a stomach virus, like stomach flu. I was out there. I was RSVP for Adidas. Didn't make it. Fool's Gold event, got RSVP for, didn't make it, was sick. But
shout out my man, it's Drew, man.
Was out there, you know. And that's just being present is like one of the biggest things that I captured in that moment. I also watched in the same like 2-week frame. I had watched this lecture from Virgil Abloh at Harvard, and it was one thing that he said to me that really that stuck to me, and it was don't try to be so perfect. You know what I mean? Because as you're aiming for perfection, you can only aim to be the next best thing. If I'm trying to make the best car, if I'm trying to make a perfect car, I have to look at what I think is the best car.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I might think, I'm like, okay, Tesla. So I need to make the next Tesla. But no, you can't. The perfection is captured in the process. So that's why I say, like, I'm saying present so much, because that's the process. Yeah. So you got to capture that. And I think, like, for a long time, I was trying to, you know, like, I was overshooting a lot of stuff, because, man, I've been wanting to do, like, a lot of VR and interactive experiences for the longest, you know what I mean, or even interactive fashion. You know, I took a break on clothes and stuff like that, because it was a lot of things that I seen that I wanted to do where I had to get manufacturers to do. You know what I mean? I had to produce samples, produce prototypes. You know, like innovative stuff.
That's dope.
And but yeah, I started seeing like, man, I gotta just capture the process. Hence the little shirt I got on now. I made it. You know what I mean? I went up with my boy Rob at One Stop Shopping. We, you know what I mean? Made it on the spot. You know, like
that's real.
Just do. You gotta do and be around people that do. You know what I mean? You can't think too long, and if you think longer than 5 seconds, make a move.
Yeah. I got a cat down in Florida that I want to link you up with. And the next time he's down there, he's in Orlando. The Air Bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
He does a lot of his own graphics and stuff, and he's you guys aren't on the same platform, but it's to the point where if you saw some of his work, you're like, I could work with that. Okay. I could work with that. And he does music and all that stuff too, and
I'll be out there. I'll definitely be out there this year. I'm doing I got another show. I got a showcase for our base. Well, not another. Last time it was, you know, like producing an event and working on that, and then this time we have actually like our own showcase. We got Make Believe Showcase. I'm collaborating with Feltzine.
We might have to pull up on you.
Man, come out for sure.
I was gonna say, nigga, you need an intern.
I just put out a thing for looking for interns. I'm looking for marketing and advertisement.
Man, you know, have to jump on that. Y'all sleeping and shit, I jump on it.
Point Proven about to handle a lot of marketing going on out here.
For real. Yep. And shit, bro, you making so many crazy moves. You do so many different things. Is there anything that you regret that you didn't try, that you later saw someone else try or do, and like it kind of?
Oh man, so many things. Mainly, I seen. It was things that I didn't do yet. Like if you look at my notes, I take notes all day. I have ideas all day. I'm like a visionary. Like I
gotta start doing it.
You know, and
no, that's really the only way. Mm-hmm. Because like you can visualize it all day, but then you gotta capture it. You gotta capture. You wake up and it's gone.
Yeah,
I got such bad memory.
You gotta, man, me too, because you got so many thoughts or whatever, but you gotta put them in the notes. And just like if you went down my notes and saw so many things that have came to pass that I didn't do, like the Pico projector, the mini projector, I had that idea in 2008. You know, also like see-through apparel and bags. I had that idea in like 2009. I just saw on Runway, you know, Virgil Abloh did for Louis Vuitton the see-through bags. I literally have it in my notes. You know what I mean?
See, like with that, I remember like in 2002 time frame or whatever. It was like in schools that was mandatory. You had to have a see-through backpack. Chicks had to have a see-through purse and shit like that or whatever. And then that's when like Nike,
exactly, the see-through forces,
and then the Babes had like, you know, the clear Jones. Niggas wasn't wearing socks with their shit.
You had to color coordinate the socks. You had to color coordinate the socks.
Man, look, some niggas was not coordinated.
Niggas with some see-through babes and they ain't got no socks.
If I get some see-through babes, it is on. It is on. Sock game crazy, man.
Look, we might have to bring that shit back
on everything. It needs to come back wherever the Asian plug is that got the see-through babes. Cause shit. But yeah, man, just like not moving on ideas and stuff. Like, I do regret doing that, and I do like one thing that I kind of regret, but I really don't, cause I see how it's all coming full circle now. It's like Let me think. I regret not being more active while I was in depression because I didn't know that it was so many people that also were battling depression. You know?
See, and I was going to circle back around to that question too. Yeah, man, because there's a lot of people out here battling depression. How did you get through that?
He still battles it to this day, I'm sure.
Of course. I feel like all creators do. All creators do to a certain extent.
The most creative people battle.
I feel like, how did I get out of it? Just start. I know how I got out of it. Small goals, not being so overwhelmed.
Small wins.
Yeah, because
was saying that.
Even like waking up and just saying, you know what I mean, like small goals, like things that you already do, making it a goal though, like to brush your teeth. You know what I mean? Say you might brush your teeth one time, brush your teeth 2 times. You know what I mean? Say you might brush your teeth 2 times. Every time resources everywhere else can go anywhere else and work with people. But when I come to Wichita, I have a lack of resources, lack of funding, and it's harder to manifest here than anywhere else for some reason. And I've yet to put my finger on it, but I think that it's just the people that are in position with funding don't see the vision of youth.
Yeah.
So it's like they would rather put their money in something that's already on the way out,
established.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
maybe even be phasing out already. But they don't see
something that I feel like possibly we were having a discussion earlier with radio stations.
Right.
93.5. That's something that I feel like that they might kind of battle is that like they've been doing the same formula and it had been working.
Right.
And that.
But now that radio is dying out,
yeah,
they need to innovate along with it.
Because I always looked at it as like 93.5. I was like, y'all been slacking. Mm-hmm. Like as far as like the personality sometimes and just like the creative ideas they have. When I found out that 90.5 hit up Oso, I was like, okay, y'all in the right direction. Like
too bad Oso was on his way out.
Yeah, and it's a shame that like it was the end of his his road here that they finally was like, yo, like maybe you stay a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Offering some shit. Right. But like when he told me like they hit me up or whatever, I was just like, yo, they finally listening to the youth. Like they're fine because
see, but you know what? They listen to the youth. They listen to them, but I don't think that they want to implement the youth per se. You know, like they don't want to bring the youth in. They just want the ideas from the youth. And that's not any shot at like in anybody at the radio station. But I feel like that's radio in general.
Right. And I was talking about that. Was that earlier today? I think I was talking about that with Peso. Like, so when we was younger, when we was 18 or whatever, we had places we could go. You know what I mean? Like it was little clubs, even Doc Howard's. Like it was places that we could go, even though the culture might have been not like super stimulating or whatever. We had club mix. You know what I mean? Shout out to G-Co parties. We had Takeo Gino. You know what I mean? Like we had little parties and stuff like that.
What was that teen club?
Oh, Eclipse. Which one? Mix or Visions or?
So it was a scene out here then.
You remember that? Do you remember Eclipse?
Eclipse?
That was a teen club. But
that was a teen club.
It was named after it was Eclipse, but there was I swear there was another one like named after an alcohol. No, I can't remember.
That was like Hennessy, liquid.
I just can't remember. I remember when I was in middle school and they was like, yo, you going to such and such this weekend? I'm like, oh shit, like shit was popping.
Where was it at?
Bro, don't ask me that. That was over 10 years ago. My mind is.
But yeah, I mean, I like now, everything is what 21 and up. So where is the youth at? And where exactly? But what are we doing to reach out to the youth to try to give them something to do or try to let them express themselves?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
These kids out here hungry.
Right, because the expression is man. Okay, so a fact. We got in impoverished communities or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the average vocabulary is like 3,000 words or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then you have like a middle class range or whatever that may have a double of that vocabulary from 3,000 to 6,000. Mm-hmm. So if it's a lack of expression, it's going to be frustration. It's going to be shootings. It's going to be fighting.
Yeah.
Crime is incubated by frustration and lack of expression or lack of a voice being heard.
Yeah.
So if we don't have a platform or we don't have no way for the youth to express themselves or to be seen to where they feel like that they are being heard or their ideas are being implemented, then you're gonna have that. You know what I mean? Like it's a lack of expansion. It's a lack of using your mind or feeling like you're
I like that.
present.
I like that.
If you give young kids a platform where they can express themselves and they can talk, man, it's crazy. Come on, the point proven.
America,
we got a seat for you.
Yeah, the youth gotta be they have to really be the voice, because like we can only open up the door for the youth. At the end of the day, we hope that we inspire them.
For real.
You know, and that's a lot of the reason why like my style is the way that it is and stuff, or even like a lot of the people that I work with, that what I see the potential in them is that like it's not that it's youthful, but that it's nostalgic or it's euphoric. It's a feeling. You know what I mean? And that feeling, like the reason why I use like old stuff or old elements or the people that I work with, like Oshan, Glasshead, you know, Hen Hans.
That talk, Blade.
They have a feeling. You know what I mean? And it's youthful when you see it. Even the color selection. You know what I mean? The color palettes. But like in that youthfulness, we gotta be able to like see that as a platform to build forward. I use all of the stuff that I use as a foundation. You see all of like the old stuff that I use or whatever, it's all foundational. The cursor is foundational. What do we use it to create?
Yeah.
You know, like in this day and age, even on my business cards, you have a hand. You know what I mean? Like it's things that we use to create or connect.
Word.
You know, and that's just platform wise. You know, like and so like we have to be able to like bring the youth into this because they're gonna be more in the digital age than anybody always, no matter what. We got 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds showing you how to, you know what I mean? Like showing you how to navigate. I'm like, what?
Yeah, this new generation. This is the first generation that came up with technology in their
with the phone in their hand.
Like it's like they can show you how to do something like.
See, like, I thought that we was on it because, like we said earlier, Black Planet.
Yeah.
Nah, these dudes is really on it.
Man, they gonna be making all of this next generation. All of them gonna have an app by the time they hit 18. They own app.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be nuts.
You worked with a lot of people. Who is someone from the youth that you've seen that has maybe made a influence on you? Not an influence, but has kind of like touched you in a way you're like, I see you. Like, is there anybody, you know, specific out there that you're just like, yo, like you see, like you touched base with them recently or anything?
Younger than you, but you're inspired by them.
Hit him with a question that he had to pause.
Younger than me, but inspired by. Like here or on a like
Anywhere.
In general. I believe Idris Sandu is younger than me. I like when I seen the impressions that he was having on like actually innovating in technology and stuff, inspired me. And Idris Sandu, if y'all don't know who that is, that's Nipsey Hussle CTO. You know. And,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Right. Okay. Very intelligent brother, young. And I think he's gonna be like very impressionable because he's an architect mentally.
That's dope.
Man, even man, my brother that I work with, Oshan, you know, like they're definitely inspired me. When he helped me get out of depression by just letting me know, like, bro, a step at a time, and we can make things possible. Yeah. You know, and we've been building like that ever since. Just, you know, like taking it a step at a time. And
don't focus so much on the war, focus on each battle.
Yeah.
Small wins.
So it's a couple people, man. I'm trying to think. I'm inspired by a lot of people in the youth, but mostly I can say those two because I see their vision is beyond now. You know, like I see the impression in how far in the future that they're going to impact, and that's kind of what I look at is more so like not what's going on right now, but how far ahead is it going to go? Like what's the impression of it?
Or Peso, man, who have you worked with that you're just like, I can see it, like this kid might have something?
I work with a lot of underground artists that have blown up. I mean, I've worked with people that weren't shit. And now they're even,
That's all coming back for another episode.
and now they don't even talk to me because they're so big. Like, I got a list of people I've worked with that are just Hollywood now, like just massive. But when I started out with them, perfect example, X, Ski Mask. I used to be in the chat room with them when they were
RPX, man.
Yeah, I used to be in the chat room with both of them back when my child was first born, like what was that, 2016. I used to talk to them every day. Back when Jules first had his concert and we were like both in our feelings, I hit him up and he was all extra excited. Ski Mask. That fool's got like a whole album with Timberland now. Like,
yeah.
Bro, he's massive.
So he just went super Hollywood on you.
Oh yeah, bro. Everyone did. Everyone went Hollywood.
Yeah.
But there's still some people that I talk to that, keep it real.
Yeah, most
Very few.
I just don't understand like how people.
We gotta talk to Peso.
Yeah,
we definitely go.
I just don't understand how people can. Well, I can understand it, but like people let this shit get to their head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, don't ever forget like that grind, like where you first started. Like, don't ever forget that shit because it's like you instantly get like a couple more follows and a couple more likes, and then it's just all of a sudden it's like you feel like you're that man now. It's like don't ever forget who you were before all that shit.
But is it about the like? So let me ask you this, because I understand exactly what you're saying. But is it about the likes and the follows, or more so the opportunity? Because it's like if I had a chance to make a tape with just like solely Kanye or Pharrell or Timberland or whatnot, it's like I'm jumping on that.
It was those G's.
Me personally, I'm not going to forget the people who was on my first tape because it's like y'all are the ones who built the sound for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna always come back to you, but there are going to be times when I do step away and I create solely with the
that's gonna happen. Like going based off your example. Say for instance, like Kanye hits you up and he's like, "Yo, I want to make a project with you." How did he hear you? He went to that previous project from Peso and he listened to everything that Peso made.
So I'm bringing Rolo and like we're like all about to sit into this room and we're really about to create.
Exactly.
But that's just me though. That's just my that's just the way that I think.
There's nothing wrong with upgrading.
I'm very loyal as well.
Bring who was with you or whatever.
Exactly.
Bring them with you.
Exactly.
But that used to be the way they come up. Remember, you would have an artist and then you would have a hit song with that artist and then you were the man.
Yeah.
Now it's like you're the come up and then they just kind of step up.
Forget all about you.
Yeah.
Like
Peso, man, I've been seeing him produce for so many people over the past like 3 years, like and watch him blow up. Like I remember when you first showed me. I remember when you first showed me Young Goth. When you first showed me Lil Peep.
You produced for Lil Peep?
Yeah.
Fredo Santana, X,
Yep.
and Pete.
I don't think I want to be from you, man. I don't think I want to be from you.
Yeah, man.
It might not end too well for me, man.
Like get up, Peso come.
This man got some history with him, man.
He's got shit.
Man, man, I'm saying, I remember when we was together when we found out about X.
Yeah.
I
drop down on my knees.
Yeah.
Had to say a prayer real quick because you just never know.
It was like somebody just said something, and then I was like, what? And then Google, and then all those news headlines pop up.
Yeah. See, I didn't think it was real at first.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was real.
I thought it was real
because I refused to watch the video of it.
Man, that bullshit video, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I watched it a couple of times.
Morbid.
And when I saw it, I was just like, they really just sat here and recorded this man. Like,
exactly.
Man, did you see the Lil Peep video?
No, I didn't even know it was one.
Man, they were like playing with him. They thought he was just asleep.
They're like, he can't handle his drugs, and he's just like,
that did come out. I remember, I never watched that one because, like, to be honest, when Lil Peep passed, I didn't know too much about Lil Peep.
Yeah.
So when he passed and it was all over, Twitter and stuff, I was like, damn, like this dude did have an influence. And then like I didn't watch the video, but I saw how he battled depression, like seriously, like what I'm saying, like he would do these drugs and he would and I don't even know exactly what drugs he was on, but he would even be like, these drugs ain't doing it. Like he's like,
I think it's gotten to a point now where the drugs is what's causing the depression.
What do y'all think that's offset? Why do you think everybody is on the drugs now though?
Because
I think people are lying too though. I think your biggest celebrity that you can name off the rip, your favorite artist, I don't believe that they're all doing all these drugs.
I think that they're doing it. I think
some of them are.
They're doing it, but see, like I think that Future was doing it at one point. So like I was talking to Strip, and he was saying like you had to be on those drugs to really understand that type of music.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, for him to say that, who was on some of those drugs or whatnot, it was kind of like, okay, like I can see how Future would be on it. But then he came out and said, oh, I'm not doing any of these drugs. I think that he was just doing that for the media.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had to be for the media.
It's also, you do drugs to escape.
Yeah.
Once those drugs stop working, what do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Once you take those Xanax, they're great. Everything's fucking fine, but
once you come down, everything sucks.
Well,
and everything
eventually
is ass. Life is ass. I don't want to live anymore.
And then it doesn't have an effect. And when it stops having an effect, that's when everything that reality kicks in.
But I think that everybody's on drugs now is because it's so popular. It became popular back in like, I feel like it was like back in like 2008 time frame when like Wayne was like, it's my cup, fuck you type shit.
Yeah. It started off, when did I start off with like that lean shit? That lean shit was on a run. Like I tell you right off the rip, like when I was in college,
man, I was dropping 6s and 2 liters.
Man, look, I didn't know what was going on. I'm not gonna fraud you. I didn't know what was going on, but I was drinking it and I liked it so much that when I got out of college, I tried to make my own. It was like that, like Tylenol cold syrup with Grey Goose. That shit used to have me on my ass.
You wasn't doing shit till you went to Walmart and grabbed the Robitussin.
Look, Tylenol was way stronger than the Robitussin, man. That shit had a certain amount to it that was just like kicking you on your ass, bro.
But yeah, that lean run, boy.
Yeah, but I think lean was kind of like the gate to open up. But I feel like
when niggas started dropping Zans and the shit, it was like now it's getting to a certain level now.
And then 2010, 2011 when the Molly started running.
Man,
like and then when
I feel like that was like even more. That was like literally mainstream push though, because I don't even think that was just the artist that was doing Molly. That was like a backing of government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like all of this shit is powered by the government.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fraud you.
Anybody in the room popped a Molly before?
Yeah.
I'm sweating. Woo. Nah.
Me and Peso are the only motherfuckers in here that popped a Molly before.
Man, look, after that,
y'all wasn't outside.
After that Tylenol and Grey Goose kick, I was alright. I kicked it and I was straight.
Alright, so I got a Molly story. I feel like I gotta tell my story. So it's my homeboy's birthday or whatever. Now I popped the Molly before, and I basically psyched myself out of the Molly.
Oh, is this that story?
Basically, the first Molly I took, I was so psyched out on like when is it gonna kick in that basically like I just eliminated the whole high. Like whatever it was, it would never happen.
Yeah.
So it's my homeboy's birthday, and this is when I'm working at McDonald's. And another homie's like, man, we finna go to the club, we finna pop a Super Molly, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about that Super Molly.
Nah, I don't.
But, I know about Super Molly. Like a drug dealer, like a motherfucker. But, he was like, I got a pill for my boy or whatever for his birthday. And my niggas like, I ain't taking that shit. And they like talked him, peer pressure, motherfucker.
On everything.
He's like talking to him. So finally he's like, alright, I'll take it if my nigga Rello takes it. Like, that's
God damn it, I don't want to, but I want my nigga to have fun.
So, we popped that shit, and we all chilling, having a good time, kicking and shit like that, having fun and shit. We go to the liquor store, grab a couple of drinks and shit, because I believe it was my boy's 21st birthday. So
y'all super lit there.
Bro, we wasn't even lit like that. We didn't drink like that. Like, we probably had some, he probably had a couple beers, some wine coolers or whatever and shit. Like, we was just kicking it.
Yeah.
But, man, that Molly kicked in.
You see
these prickles? You see these little prickles and shit on the ceiling? You see that shit? Sitting here counting every last one of these motherfuckers, dog. And I'm sitting here and I'm staying on point too. Like I'm not forgetting where I am. None of that shit. I'm sitting there.
Mine was super strong.
I stop and I look over at my homeboy and he's up looking too. And I'm like, nigga, what you doing? And he's like, counting prickles on the ceiling. We start breaking out dying laughing. I'm like, dog, what number you at? He's like 1,000 something. So I'm like, I'm at 800 right now. And I'm like, I only got one corner of the room. So I'm like, we got a ways to go.
Man.
Dog, sitting there tripping.
Don't do Molly.
Sitting there, bro, we played Call of Duty. And we were sitting there playing. Not even going for kills. We sitting here recognizing shit in the game that we didn't even know was there.
Did you realize that shit over there?
No, we be like, dog, did you see that motherfucker come out of that bunker? No, I didn't even see that shit. Dog, I got shot. Yeah. Basically what it is, I was just like, my ass don't need to be doing this shit. And I'm not a pill.
See, I'm not here.
I'm like,
I'll take it painkillers. Or painkillers.
I'm taking the painkillers.
How the fuck did you handle that?
Shit's still spinning. Hey, them Dadas, remember them Dadas they came out with the spinners on them? You had to have a pair. Oh man, fleet as fuck. Man, but why even ask that? Oh, because man, I think like we got so much drugs now and like so much like depression and shit because you got like access to the whole world, but yet you still not hurt. And like. Doctors out here now, like
so much access.
We finna go a little.
Bruh,
we finna get.
Let's take it there. Fuck it. Let's take it there.
So, Percocets,
Molly,
Xanax. What are these pills for? They have a distinct reason.
Anxiety and anti-depression.
Exactly. There's a specific reason that you're supposed to take these pills.
I smoke weed for anxiety.
I feel like there are doctors out here that will diagnose someone so quick with something that, and basically people don't realize when you're diagnosed with some shit, that shit stays on record. Yeah, it's like you know what I'm saying. That shit stays with you. But they're thinking at the time, it's like this doctor tells me that I'm depressed. I'm depressed or whatever. But little do you know, like shit, like truth be told, you go to go to some therapy. You know what I'm saying, a couple of times, you might feel a difference. You know what I mean? Like
just to be able to talk about it and like express.
Exactly, because when you pop a Percocet or anything like that, you're not eliminating any of those
it's a chemical. You have in that point it can create a chemical imbalance to where now you really become that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for real.
I feel like the doctors. I don't know if this is a messed up way of saying it, but I feel like the doctors be cursing people up. You know what I mean? Like, if I put this on you, how you gonna lift it up off of you? I put it on paper. It's back.
Yeah,
hey,
you know what I mean?
My brother is an ex-heroin addict. Like, he shot up for fucking years. And he says, I trust drug dealers from the street better than I do a doctor. Because when they're on the street, they want you to come back for another week.
Yeah, a doctor will give you a prescription for, like, for instance, a former heroin addict. And if you quit some shit like that, you can't quit cold turkey. Your body will go into shock and all types of shit like that. That drop is something crazy.
Because it becomes dependent on it.
Exactly. So guess what doctors do? They give you something to replace that shit. All they do, they're like, okay, take this 3 times a day, and then you take this.
The only difference is now the drug dealers aren't getting paid for your high. Now, Big Pharma is now being paid for your high.
But in your mind,
it's much more expensive.
In your mind, though, you're like, okay, I done left the street, left the street situation. Now I'm at a professional doctor. I'm getting help. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
Then next thing you know, that's what you get addicted to.
Yeah.
Shit, everything that he prescribing to you.
Everything he prescribed.
That's why I say
you get addicted to it, and then all of a sudden they say to you, oh, well, you're an addict. You have a problem. I'm cutting your prescription. And then all of a sudden, your world is fucked.
And now you really are whatever they was trying to do or whatever. And then what are you dependent on now?
Yep.
You know, and
they're about to go back to the streets for it.
On everything. So it's like I think it's like an ongoing cycle. And like you said earlier though, therapy. You know what I mean? I feel like in our community or whatever, we shun therapy.
Yeah,
we definitely do. But why is that though?
dude, I grew up.
So is it because it makes you
thought?
weak?
If you go, I grew up with the thought, and I don't know if it was the fact that someone instilled this in my head or what. And I feel like it was. It's like watching TV and everything. If you went to therapy, you had a problem, right?
Yeah.
I always grew up like if you went to therapy, oh that motherfucker crazy. You need to leave that motherfucker alone. He goes to therapy.
Right.
Like look, you know, like homie's mom passed. And he's battling that shit. He needs someone to sit down and talk to because guess what? The homies ain't gonna sit there and listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? They got now real friends gonna listen to that shit. But you don't understand that until you like more of an adult and you start building relationships that you realize. You know what I'm saying? Like grown men. You know what I'm saying? Men need to sit down and have these talks. You know what I'm saying? It's like for instance, example with me. This is the one that I go to. So like if I'm going through some shit or something like that. I know that he's in the same boat as me, that he can hear the shit, and he literally can finish my statement before I even finish it. Because he knows exactly where I'm coming from. Like men, like grown, I don't care what race it is, men need to sit down with other groups of men, of friends, whoever it is, or associates, whoever, and talk about the shit that they going through. I don't care if it's sad. That sad shit can turn into funny shit. Because how many times you done sat with your homeboy and you talking about some like sad, deep shit, and all of a sudden like something break out in the laugh.
Y'all start laughing about the shit.
Like
that's like every funeral I ever went to for a family. It was like
I just left a funeral, bro.
Any funeral you go to,
dog, and we was laughing about so much stuff that was going on in the funeral, dog, and like that was the only way to really keep from crying. That and drugs, but I'm trying to stay away from the drugs. So.
Percocet, Molly Percocet.
Man, look, that should've.
Yo, whatever drugs that Future was on when he made March Madness, I need you to stay on that shit.
I need some of that shit.
Whatever it is on, like whatever
that's the only
it
Future
was.
song that I will listen to. No bullshit.
For real?
Yeah. Like I'm not a Future fan. Like you know, he has some music that I do like, but March Madness, I will put that shit on.
March Madness was like.
Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that video that when the March Madness was going strong and it was like a group? I don't know what race or religion.
We got Peso.
We got the boy Peso in the building, man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the episode of Point Proven. I go by the name, but I forgot what video it was, but it was a bunch of like I want to say monks or some shit, and they were dancing to March Madness like on beat. They was like
that's how
circle like doing that like yeah. That was the dopest video. Like
I think there was like
that shit.
Muslims or Jewish Muslims.
They was getting that shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's the only Future song you listen to though.
That's the only Future song I listen to.
Damn.
His new album, Beast Mode 2? Nah, I'm
I
not
didn't
hearing
listen to it. Everybody says it's terrible.
I think it's terrible.
I said like Charles Barkley. It was terrible.
No,
hey, so what you been working on this year, man?
Man.
Because I know you've been busy as shit.
Not really.
His honesty is sauces.
I've just been working and watching my kid. I feel bad if I'm not around my kid enough, maybe because it's my dad, so
Yeah.
I feel you. But I try to do as much as I possibly can and keep in contact with people because people are always going to the next level out of nowhere. Like I'll talk to somebody and then all of a sudden
It's really
they got a
popping
million
up.
views.
Yeah. The shit. Everybody's looking for that record, you know what I'm saying, to break a record. Everyone's looking for that one record, and you'll be shocked, like, motherfucker make 15 tracks, and then all of a sudden they hit that one, and it's like, it's like the shit before never even happened.
And it's crazy though. You don't even have to be good artists. You don't even have to have a good song. You just have to have a gimmick behind it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, look what Ray Shrimmer did. They didn't even do it. Ray Shrimmer had a #1 song forever just for doing slow motion. I mean, just for stop motion and having.
I was told that Wichita was one of the first places that broke that.
Really?
That started that shit. Like,
Who did that?
They went on tour. And
Oh yeah. That's the shit that also
and that's when
It came out
what was that shit called?
The Mannequin Challenge.
The Mannequin Challenge. They came down to Wichita, and the Mannequin Challenge had started like maybe 2 months before. And at their show, they had the whole crowd like, you know, stay still or whatever. And
That's one of
It's
the most lit
skyrocketed.
challenges I've seen so far.
I went to an MMA fight a year ago. Do y'all remember hearing about the knockout game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember how crazy that shit was?
Yeah, people was holding people up on the locker and then like passing them out and stuff.
No, I'm talking about like motherfucker be walking and all of a sudden somebody come behind you, pow, and like try to put you to sleep.
Remember that kid did that and got shot? He's like, he tried to hit somebody, that dude had a pistol on him.
Did anybody get shot doing the no lacking challenge?
What's the number?
I bet.
That's the one. Oh, you lacking.
Chicago, Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
That's Blake speaking.
Blake was up in the mix.
Hey, that was the make the league big homie.
Make the league challenge.
Make the league challenge. I'll make my league challenge.
Hey, that shit got a ring to it.
Make the league challenge.
Hey, come up with a challenge.
We gotta get the Kiki challenge the fuck out of here.
Man, get that shit
That shit is going on.
I can't believe he got a #1 hit single just for this.
Do y'all think that Shiggy really got paid for that shit though?
Nah, did you see the video when Shiggy confronted Drake and was like,
see, but
my 250?
Yeah. See, that shit was fluke. Yeah. Because they was at the video shoot.
That was the video shoot? I knew that was for the
video. They was at the video shoot for that. Yeah, but I do feel like Shiggy definitely needs to be paid for that shit though, because the song was going to be a hit regardless, but I don't think that it would have been, I don't think that it would have risen as quick as it did without that challenge.
Hey, so I got a hit, bro. We gonna make a beat, we gonna make it dance to the shit and everything, and we gonna hit the strip club, and the song's gonna be called Ass and Titties. And all we gonna say for 3 minutes straight is ass and titties.
Yeah, then we'll just do this a bunch of times.
Okay. Hey! We got a hit.
You gotta actually flip it.
We got a hit.
And land on the booty hole.
And we bringing back the babe shoes to see through.
Oh man,
you hit me up.
We need that. We need that.
Fucked up nails. Like my nails are always fucked up.
Man, sock game gotta be right.
Did y'all see the new slides? It's for the ladies. They have like the toes. It's like the front of the slide. It's like the foot slides in, but when you look at the front of the slide, it looks like somebody's toes, like and they painted as shit.
Extra long
People do the darndest things.
Man, look, my wife walk in with them. Nah, right back up.
It's creepy though. Oh my bad. It's creepy though because you see that shit, but then all of a sudden you see like these long ass toes on the front of the slide. It's just like good and well nobody's gonna believe that shit.
Well, I bought my girl
People doing some of the craziest shit right now.
I bought my girl some slides with fanny packs in them like 2 days ago.
Oh, I did see those though. Were those the Fenty Jones or
JDIs?
Yeah.
I know I have seen those. Yeah.
Y'all niggas got money.
I have seen them.
Yeah. That's the Rihanna.
Yeah. You know what though? Cause I'm not gonna fraud. I was looking at those. I asked my shorty, "Do you want something though?" Cause these shits was kind of hard.
Yeah, that Puma and Rihanna was just crazy.
Yeah.
Peso, who's one of your favorite artists in the city to work with?
Look, y'all just got a 2-for-1 episode.
A 2-for-1. You're welcome.
Big Still.
Big Still.
He's the funniest motherfucker I've ever met in my entire life. And he has solid bars.
Was Steel out yet?
I don't think so.
That's crazy. That's the interview I can't wait for.
We need that.
That's the interview.
Still is the funniest one of the most
You get him and Stephon together.
Oh my god.
You piss your pants. Stephon is the other artist I like working with just because I grew up with Stephon since I was fucking 4.
Well, I thought he was talking about Steph. Whatever.
T.
When I heard that
Shout out
name,
my nigga T.
When I heard that name, I was like, yo, that name in the house.
Hold on, we going way back.
You guys remember Business Kid?
Business Kid. That name sounds hella familiar.
Oddly familiar.
That's like legend.
Yeah, Business Kid, legend. Everybody know Business Kid.
Shit, is he still in the city?
Stephon Johnson.
You didn't have Stephon come on and talk to you guys.
Yeah, that was one of the only dudes I know that packed out like.
Man, there's so many people that we sleeping on.
Man, like, we sleeping on a lot of people right now.
I'll tell you, man, I'm gonna make you a list. Cause
we need that.
Bro, I made that list. I was like, yo, some like female artists, and then I turned it into, I was like, straight up, I was like, yo, just some creators in general, or whatever. Blake commented on it and was like, I'm finna send you a list. Literally, 2 minutes later, a long ass list of names. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I can delete this post now.
Yeah.
They ain't with that shit no more.
Yeah.
But golly, there's so many. Okay, then since y'all named a legend, let me ask you this, because you know some people. Who are some people that you would consider legends in the city? Because you hear a lot of people say, like, yo, this person's legendary. You don't know this person? Like, yo, this person is a legend. And they be like, damn, they make you feel like you slacking if you don't know that name.
I know, like, Clicks. Like,
all that so.
Like, then, Bricktown, BTC.
I only know about Bricktown Brewery.
I know
It
y'all.
was like FC Trill.
Oh, that's what they were?
Remember that?
Oh, they were the Bricktown.
There was a lot of groups.
This is Trill early?
This is early Trill. Okay.
There's a bunch of people.
Shout out to Trill.
Trill's been working for a very long time.
Man, he sure has on everything. Trill been working
his
for a
ass
long time. I remember like first couple tracks I had heard from Trill, like songs.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, I blew my mind. I was like,
I
said, just free loose. Because I asked him, I was like, you use that? He's like, yeah. I was like, man, I got to figure out how to do shit.
What do you use?
Free loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it works. Now it's like the standard. Like, I want to switch, to other things because other things have better sounds, way better sounds.
Yeah.
Come with it. Come with better sounds.
Come with better sounds.
Like realistic.
That's
Instead of having like a piano, it sounds like a Casio.
I'm getting tired of Logic right now. Yeah, like low key, I want to go back to FL. I'm not going fraud. I want to go back to FL.
Like I can easily just do the pitches and I can. Everything's very basic. Trying other things, but no luck. I gotta give me a Mac.
I hear you.
I feel like if you plan on doing any work or any business now, it's like a Mac is almost like necessary.
Man, look, you gotta have both of them motherfuckers because I have a Mac and I'm ready to get my PC back right now. I'm ready to get my PC back.
You missed the right click.
Yeah. Low key, like I like my Mac for certain things because it's like like when you touch it and you use it, you can feel the difference.
It's fluid.
Yeah. You can really feel the difference. But then like it's like when I have to upgrade my RAM or whatnot, it's so much more expensive and it's so much easier with it. And then like when I try to steal the program, because I'm not paying all of that money for a program, I can't steal the programs the way I want to on the Mac, so I need the PC.
I got you, bro.
Blake, man, you should have been pulled up, man. This is long overdue, man.
How long have we had a conversation?
He's been telling me about you for like, I want to say about a couple of months now.
Well, it's been a couple months.
A couple of months.
Okay, I'll say this.
Before Point Proven was a thing.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
On everything.
So he was supposed to make the law on everything. Point Proven.
Okay.
This is how it happened.
Okay.
It was like beginning of the year, top of the year, probably. I want to say top of the year. I was shopping around, and this is when we took our break.
Yeah.
So no funds is being pushed, none of that shit. Like it's all out of pocket. And I was asking around, and I was like, yo, who's somebody that can make like some logos for like a good price? Literally, your name was mentioned every time. So I was like, I was like, well shit, let me hit him up. Me and you, like, we had a full-fledged conversation, like the first time we spoke. Like it was a long-ass conversation, like I want to say it was a couple of hours. Yeah. And I was just like, shit, like this dude was cool as hell. And then I was like, man, we're gonna have to bring you in for an episode, but Blake be traveling.
He's on the move. He's on the move.
He be on the move. And then when I saw you at the concert, and you was like, I'm going for Cali. Like, I don't know when I'm coming back. Like, we better do this shit now.
So are you moving to Cali for good?
August 1st.
Huh?
August 1st.
You're gone.
I'm gone. August 1st, I'll be in LA. for 2 weeks. I'll be up in New York for a week, down in Maryland, up to New York, back to LA.
When we go to Cali, bro, we got so many people we got to link up with, bro.
Right down.
We got so many people we got to link up with. I'm with it.
And man, I'm there.
Could you imagine a Crim video by Blake?
I definitely could.
Man, I did some merch for a Crim, bro, that y'all got to see.
No bullshit?
Swear to God. Ain't no shit. Swear to God. Did some merch for him.
Hey, look, let's cut the camera off. I want to see this shit. I want to see this shit.
All right, let me go ahead and get this. You know what? 4 times. You go ahead and ask Peso the good old question.
Peso.
And once you ask this question to Peso, then that's gonna get Blake.
Now look, all right. So let me start by saying this. This is not the official Peso interview. We're going to have Peso back in for a full-length interview, and we're really going to pick his brain. But for right now, though, let me just ask you this: you've name dropped a couple of artists that you've done beats for, right? What is some advice that you can give to other up-and-coming producers in the city on how to get your music out and just like how to keep going?
Network.
Network.
Number 1.
Your network is your network.
That's the go-to.
Number 3, I'm gonna say is be persistent.
Or
That's the key. 'Cause if you keep putting shit out, no matter what, you'll get a fan base. You will always get a fan base, no matter what. As long as you keep putting stuff out.
Man,
look at Gucci Man. I do put out.
Yeah. Look at Ice Fish. He was like, as long as he was putting stuff out, he was popping one. He stopped putting stuff out.
Especially with SoundCloud, you don't even have to put out albums anymore. You just keep putting out singles.
I feel like that's what people need to do though. Focus, concentrate in on the single, and put a full campaign behind that single rather than trying to put a full campaign behind a full album. Yeah, you might not have who has a budget for a full album right now?
I agree. There's an artist here in Wichita that I've just been in contact with recently. His name is 300. Him and Smooth have a track recently that just came out called She Got It Bad.
Okay, I see.
Shout out 300, man. That's all hard.
The video's crazy. He's the one person that I've met out of all the artists that I've met working on this podcast. Mm-hmm. He's the first one that I've met that is pushing a single like it's an album. Mm-hmm. He's pushing the shit like it's not
going. I'm trying to go back and see if if there's anybody I can say, but I don't think so.
It's not like he's not dropping a song and he's like, yo, be on the lookout for the album. This is what he wants you to
because some people understand, the route that this shit is about to go into or whatever. Like, I feel like there's a lot of power in playlists right now.
Right, it is.
There's a lot of power in Spotify playlists or whatnot. So it's like, if, you can't put a whole album into a playlist. Mm-hmm. Right. If anything, 2 songs max. Yeah. But if you put all of your efforts into this one song, getting this one song on multiple playlists, that's the key.
Yeah. Concentration is
exactly.
Key. You can be focused or whatever. Focus only goes when you focus on something, you might be in 3 different places, but you concentrate on something, you become that thing.
Yeah. Blake, get on back over here, bro. I got a couple more questions for you, and then we go.
Tag team interview, man. Shout out Peso, shout out Blake.
The name of the podcast is bringing 2 people in on one episode.
Man, look, it's just
tag team.
Yeah, they just slammed me on the table.
These motherfuckers ain't like the Hardy Boys. This motherfucker's on the road. Come on. But you with your brand and everything, I know you've had to be smart as far as who you bring in. Mm-hmm. Because there are tons of people that they'll be like, yo, I can do this for you, bro, I can do this for you, and then you put the trust in them, and then it doesn't follow through, it doesn't come through. What advice could you give to these young kids as far as when they have a brand of their own or they have something they're building? What's some advice you can give to these kids as far as who to let in?
First, get your vision and mission first, because if your vision is absolute, it'll weave out who you should and shouldn't trust. Because like-minded visions or whatever are going to build towards the same goal regardless. Yep. Even if you don't talk to them for 2 days, they'll still be working towards the same vision.
That's a fact. That's real.
Knowing your brand. And really, man, I don't even think... I don't even think I have a brand. I just have a thing that I saw as a vision.
Nah, nigga, you got a brand. Nigga, you got a brand.
I think he knows what he likes. And
Yeah, that's it. Really,
he
though.
just puts it all together.
I was gonna ask you too, because I wish I could just literally sit there and like pick your brain and like be a fly on the walls when you're creating something. Because it's like, how do like, is it just all in your mind as far as like the stuff that you create? Like when you like create something, you're just like, okay, I see this, and it's like I'm gonna run with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I think
it's a lot of the times it's collaborative too. Like that's my main strength is like I have vision or whatever, and I might see something, but I never limit myself to what I see, because like you know what I mean. Like a lot of people, they might see something that's super outlandish or whatever, and be like, man, I can't do this. Well, if I see something and I can't do it, I'm gonna collaborate with the person that can. And
you're open to work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all right. So let me ask you about this though, because I was like, you know, like I see like a lot of people charging to collaborate, which makes no sense to me. But how do you feel about that? Like
I don't feel
so
like if you have to charge to collaborate, I don't think that at that point it's not even collaborating anymore, because in a collaboration it should be a win-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's good for like production wise to get extra exposure.
Yeah, but like, all right, so as a producer, would you charge like so let's say like you have a few more placements than I do. Would you charge me to make a beat with me?
Yeah, if I shop it.
Mm-hmm.
If I shop it, then that's a win-win.
Yeah.
But if I'm just gonna make a beat with you and then I just send it back to you and I'm not gonna do anything with it, then there's no fuck that. Don't do it. Unless the person's telling you that I'm gonna shop this.
Yeah, it depends on like I guess it's situational. It has to be a win-win situation for it to be collaborative.
Yeah.
And if it's just one-ended, then yeah, you definitely should be charged.
Not a lot of people out here are down for the collaboration.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to just stick with, you know what I'm saying, what they have or what they're doing, and they, you know, they don't want to take that like advice, or they don't want to, you know, or even admit that, you know what, this person can help me.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, bringing this person in can benefit me. Like, people don't want to think that far ahead, but.
That's how I think. I'm like, I see everything as it's a web, and you know what I mean. Like we all fabricate to become a big web. You know what I mean. Like if we don't, if we cease to connect, cease to create, we cease to exist.
Yeah.
Man, I got some gems out of this conversation.
Man, look, this might be one of the only ones that I'll watch back.
Yeah, this might be that episode for real, because I got a lot of shit from you. Like, man.